Good afternoon. My name is Julie Parker. I'm the Director of Media Relations for the Prince George's County Police, and this is Captain George Nichols. He is the commander of our homicide unit. The Prince George's County Police Department is investigating a double homicide that occurred in New Carrollton. A suspect is in custody, and he will be charged with 2 counts of murder and first-degree arson. Prince George's County Police were called to the Fountain Club Apartments at about 7:45 last night. This is in the 7600 block of Fontainebleau Road in New Carrollton. The call came in for a man who had barricaded himself inside an apartment and started a fire. When officers arrived, they found a woman on the ground suffering from serious injuries. She had jumped from the burning apartment. She was later taken to a hospital and pronounced dead. Firefighters discovered the body of a man inside the apartment. The investigation reveals that the suspect jumped from the 3rd-story balcony of that burning apartment. The suspect has been identified as 44-year-old Anthony Andre Allain. He's of the 7600 block of Fontainebleau Drive in New Carrollton. He lived in the apartment where the fire was set. Police discovered him hiding in the basement of a nearby apartment building. He was taken into custody and is being treated at a local hospital with non-life-threatening burns. The suspect is affiliated with a group. The group the suspect is affiliated with is called Guide Program, Inc., and this is a nonprofit group that works with the mentally ill. Any questions about this organization will need to be referred to the group itself. We are still working to confirm the identity of the 2 victims of this fire. The fire department is handling the investigation of the fire itself. And as is the case with any homicide in Prince George's County, there is a reward available for information leading to an arrest in the case. Any questions?
Can you tell us if the victims were also residents of the apartment, or whether or not there was a relationship between the female victim and the suspect?
We believe that the victims lived in that same apartment building. At this point, we have not made identification of the victims, and therefore we're not releasing any further information about them.
Do you believe the victims were also clients of Guide Services?
At this point, we're not revealing that.
Julie, can you describe a possible dispute that involved someone from the outside coming into the apartment just before this fire happened, and also about the barricaded door?
I'm not aware that we can get into the details of the initial dispute or whether or not there was one. Can you?
Just so you know, just so you know that in reference to the incident, there was a altercation verbally between our suspect and another individual. Not sure how that plays into the actual incident itself, but there was one.
How much time passed between?
We're not sure at that time. That's something that's still under investigation at this time.
Was it between Anthony and the man who died, those 2 fought?
I can tell you at this point, no, it was not. No.
So there was someone else, or we've also heard the female victim was his girlfriend. Was it between the 2 of them?
That's something that we're trying to confirm. As you know, that the victim we have not identified yet, so we're not sure of the relationship.
There may have been a 4th person involved that is not accounted for in this?
That's something we're trying to determine at this point, yes, sir.
You know how he got out? I mean, we've heard that he climbed down.
That's what we're told, that he climbed down from the 3rd balcony.
Do you know the original, you said there was an altercation you became aware of. Was there a 911 call before the fire incident, and then there was a second call related to the fire, or were they all grouped together? And is the person who made the call about the fire, was that person a counselor, for instance, or somebody involved with the Guide Services program?
We're unaware of, I'm unaware of any prior calls. I am aware of the one call for the fire. I am aware of that, and I'm unsure of who the actual caller is. That's something that I'll have to run down for you.
Mr. Nichols, was it just that apartment that was affiliated with this program for the mentally ill? It's not that whole building or that floor. Do you know anything beyond that?
That apartment is the only thing that I'm aware of now, and I know that God is the one that I guess will be referring anything to them in reference to more information.
Has police been called to that apartment complex in the past?
That's something we're looking at also in reference to calls for service at that location.
And there were 3 people living in the apartment.
We believe so, and we're trying to account for who they were because, like I said, as of right now, we're not sure who the male and female are. That's still unaware.
provide any other details of how officers were directed to this suspect? Did neighbors help point the way to him, or how would you characterize that?
We understand that there were some witnesses who saw the flames, saw the suspect running from the area, and directed incoming officers as they were coming in, that they saw someone fleeing from that place, and directed officers.
So definitely the suspect lived in that apartment, but as far as the other two, we're not sure if they did or did not?
That is correct. That is correct. We are sure that the suspect did. However, the other two we're not sure of.
We're still working to identify the victims.
Might that happen today, do you think?
Don't know.
We're working very hard for that, so we're working as hard as we can to make sure that.
And by barricading the door, what do you mean by that? Just locked it, or was it more than that?
We believe that he may have placed something behind it. I'm not sure exactly what it was that would have prevented entry from outside. So, but I'm not sure what it was. As you know, we got on scene. The apartment was fully had been engulfed. So.
But it also prevented escape from inside. Is that it?
It would have, yes.
Could you tell us any details about what may have been used to start the fire? For instance, accelerants or other things that we get into like that?
No, unfortunately, that I'm not able to discuss.
We've got a hard copy of the suspect's photo if you need that. It's also posted on the blog. Thanks, guys. Thank you.